Maybe?
OBS crashed.
Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm live again. So yeah, refresh if you don't see anything. Refresh should be live. Theoretically. Yeah, I don't know, man. OBS Studio just was like, nah, disconnected. I don't know why, but it did. Oh yeah, these are all trainers. I need to be leveling up Marsh Stomp. That's the important one. Yo, Mega Fun Guy saying, I'm a go, getting tired and might get something to eat. See you stream. Yo, later, Mega Fun Guy. Thanks for coming by, dude. Let's give the soft sand to Marsh Stomp. Oh, it's your stream? Yes, it is my stream. Oh, it's my stream's fault? Oh, it's definitely OBS's fault. Yo, Banana God with the 1 bit. Saw somebody donate 1 bit and thought I could try it. Yeah, no, man. The 1 bit donations are 100% accepted. Thank you very much. These growls, man. I don't know why Wingle always has to do that. It's just rude. It's inappropriate. I don't know why he doesn't want me to attack at my full potential. Nutton says, Vanks, if 10th got to be a Mon once, why don't I? Why does 10th Swampert get to be a thing that happened? Oh, for... Like, I don't normally name Pokemon after viewers, that's only for people that have donated. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Like, J-Globes has donated, like, a ridiculous amount. 10th Doctor donated $5, and it's $1 for each Pokemon. People want to do it, man. I won't stop them. Oh, get out of here, Machop. So what am I doing? Oh yeah, fighting all the trainers, not falling for their tricks. Oh man, they keep trying to ambush you under those parasols, man. It's super rude. Since I have donated many bits, many of bits. Yo, gotta get them bits in there, man. And yeah, no, I love the little, or I guess it's over there. It's weird. My camera's like flipped. But yeah, the event list. So like Banana Gods at the top, then J-Globes, and then Banana Gods again. I don't know, I just think it looks nice. It's not your birthday? Yo, not my birthday. Definitely not. Not says clearly my 10-month tier 2 sub counts for nothing! No, man. Nah, it does. You got to put 10 votes to Shadow of the Colossus. That's good, right? Right? And you have your lovely Super Troll emote. All the good things. Just for you. Yo, thank you, Tuber Ricky. I wanted your number, because otherwise how could we have super amazing Pokemon battles in the future? Yo, J-Globe saying take this cup. Yo, man, we have quite a few bits in the cup. Quite a few bits. It's not like overflowing or anything. Yeah, that's quite a few bits. And yo, J-Globes with the 5 Kappa bits. Yo, man, look at that cup. It's all Kappa'd up now. As it should be. I mean, I definitely prefer Kappa bits over salty bits. Like, if I have to have a sarcastic bit, I prefer the Kappas. She's here every day, better exchange numbers. Ah, everyone wants your number in this game, man. Yeah, isn't there a soda house? Do I want to fight the people in the soda house? I've yet to do that in any of my Nuzlockes. Do I need to? Let's see, what level is the cap again right now? It's above 19 for sure, but... the Watson... What level is this Pokemon? I want to say 21, maybe? No, it's 24. Okay. 24. And yo, J-Globe with 2 Kappa bits. 2 salty bits. Here you go, then. Oh, you're such a troll, man. Invis was saying the last number I got was a cute female teacher who is currently single. Oh, snap! Bang, bang! Let's go, Inviso. Yo, do as you do. Yo, Inviso over there. Getting them numbers of respectful ladies. Alright, where's the Pokemon Center at? It is over here. Yo, what's the last number I got? Yeah, the last number I got was just a family member. Because they got a new phone. Not insane. I definitely missed 10 points last month. Because I never got to announce my 9 months subiversary. Because exams and internet's blah. I explained this. Yeah, rest in peace, Naughton. Alright, so what do I need? I need, I haven't leveled up like anybody, but that should be fine. Clearly, to make up for it, you should be a mod. Yo, you want to be a mod so bad, Nothing. I don't get it. Uh-oh. Diglobe says, last number I got was my jersey number. Yo, nice! What number did you get for your jersey number? Banana God says I retired football and baseball and still haven't got my $1 million worth of paychecks. Yo, man, something's wrong with the mail. Just keep checking all the post office. I'm sure you'll get your $1 million paychecks. And Visit says, when she gave me your number, our conversation before it was both of our relationship status, then pretty much immediately asking for my number. I'd say that's a good sign, maybe. Yo, that sounds extremely forward to me, man. That sounds extremely forward. Like, just imagine that, right? It's like, oh, hey, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, and, you know, you're having the conversation. And then eventually it goes, yeah, I'm, single, you know, I haven't really dated in a while. Oh, yeah, fancy that, I'm single as well. Oh, are you? What's your phone number? That's, sounds pretty forward to me. This sounds pretty good. I, wouldn't be too salty about that. I think that's nothing but a good sign. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to do something to get these Aqua guys to move. I think I talked to someone in here. Yo, Kappa 59, yo. That does sound like a good jersey number. Kappa 59, I like it. Yo, find Captain Stern, I got you, no worries. Banana God saying I played 1 year of baseball in 2nd grade. Yo, there we go, Jay goes with the actual 59 Kappa bits. Yo, that's a lot of Kappa bits, man. Thank you. Oh yeah, we can catch a Pokemon here. Aw, come on. Come on, Electric. 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 Electric! Okay, Wingull, that's fine. We've already caught a Wingull, so this one doesn't count. But let's see. Banana God, I played 1 year of baseball in 2nd grade. Played 7 years of football, so I think I'm worth 555.4 million. That sounds about right. Electric, Electric, Electric. Gulpin! Really? Ah! Who wants a Gulpin? Boo! Oh. The dumb Pokemon. I don't want it to faint though, I'm just gonna check Pokeballs. Villa says a bunch of us went out to dinner after work. She moved her seat while she had food to be across from me. I'm going to have to ask her when school ends. Since she said she was busy till the end of the month and had time for nothing. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. You know, being very respectful about it, but still being aware of those possible advances. I mean, worst case scenario, it's, you know, back to square one. But, best case scenario, said she was a lovely teacher, right? What are we gonna name this Gulpin? We'll name her Lovely. That's what we'll do. Lovely. So lovely that I caught a Gulpin when I wanted an Electric. Name it Trubbish. Yo, Trubbish is not a bad name. Oh, I didn't want that. Bill Nye? Yo, Bill Nye's a silly name, but I respect Bill Nye. He's a cool science guy. I can sweep Watson with just, one Pokemon, right? I think I can. But yeah, which Pokemon are we running right now? Yeah, we have the Whismer. Oh, that has a Chestoberry. Can I have that? Oh, I can't draw the item from it. Dimitri, Gulpin. I have 2 flying Pokemon. I don't need all those. Well, he's also a flying type, but whatever. Dark type, Zigzagoon. I'm never gonna use him. Gulpin it is, I guess, for now. That'll have to do. Invis saying she seems pretty nice. She's good looking IMO. She's older than me, which makes me a little nervous, lol. Never dated someone older than you before? Yo, man. Nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm the same way, though. I've actually never dated anyone older than me before. But, like, I'm not against that. It's just so happened to be that way. I mean, that's just usually how it is. I mean, again, these are all just... It's just all general, but generally, girls date guys that are older than them. But, you know, the older you get, the more that tends to, like, change around. Oh yeah, I have the, item that increases ground-type attack damage. Fight the Team Aqua people? Let's fight them! Yo, 50's in to beat up some Aquas? I ain't scared. What are you doing here? Me? I'm the Team Aqua member you thumped before, remember? Back in Rust Turf Tunnel? Here, take this. Yeah, TM46. That TM, it suits you more than it does me. But never see you again. Alright, later, buddy. And then Vizzo saying, same Vinks, just happen to be that way. I've noticed more women, younger included, who date guys younger than them. The times have changed where were these girls when I was a teen? Yeah, no, man. Like, it is what it is. Banana God says, you mean Team Fancy name for water? I mean, I guess. D saying, are we talking about dating older people, depending on gender? Well, I didn't want to say all of that. It was more just a general statement. I was just saying generally, within a certain age group, from my own anecdotal evidence, which again is just anecdotal and not actually something anyone should take very seriously. But in my own experiences, girls would date, I don't want to learn foresight! Yeah, girls my age in high school would learn, they wouldn't learn foresight. they would date guys older than them. But the older I've gotten, again, within my own, like, experiences, I've met more women that date guys that are younger than them. So, you know, they're both, like, age just goes all over the place once you get older. Because it's like, you know, obviously, say you're like 22, and the other person's like, I don't know, 30? That's a pretty big gap. It's not crazy. But then, like, say you're like 45 and the other one's like 50, you know? Like, the higher up you go, the less it, like, matters. It just doesn't feel like that much of a difference. So the girls learn foresight? No, that's not what I was saying. I didn't mean to say that. And, why are they called Water-type Pokemon when they should be called Aqua-type Pokemon? Because they're not Aqua-type. Mizu says, yeah, girls in my high school didn't want to learn foresight either. Explain some of the things that happened to them first high school. Yo, look. I made a mistake in what I said. Okay? So the girls learned foresight. What did the teachers learn? I don't know. Get out of here. D says, Vinks, you probably know, but when I was 16, 17, I liked a girl who's 24. Yo, I did not know that. I did not know that at all. But yeah, man, I don't know. I wasn't into the whole dating thing until I was, like, 17. I just really didn't care for girls at all. I mean, like, because, like, part of it was, like, I was always like, girls have cooties. Like, when I was a little kid, right? I was like, girls have cooties. Why would you ever, like, do anything with girls? They're, like, super annoying. Because, you know, I was just a little kid. That's just kind of how I thought. And then, as I got older, like one of my uncles made a bet with me, and he was like, when you get older, you're gonna like girls. And I was like, no, I refuse to like girls. I'm not gonna like girls just because everybody does. That's stupid. I don't have to do that. He's like, no, man, I bet you $50. So I was like, fine, I'll take your free $50. And then, like, as I got older, I was like, I don't know, these girls don't seem like such bad people anymore. But no, girls are stupid. And so I fought very hard against my own instincts, I guess. I didn't like that. I didn't like that I was liking girls, so I was more apprehensive of talking to them. But as I continued to get older, you know, and I was less childish, then, like, I was super interested, but yeah, no, let's not go all into that. Is Vinx coming out to us on his stream? What do you mean? Invisa says the teacher learns the attack grading while under the influence of adult beverages. Super effective against poor grades. Yo, rip, man. They learn frustration? Yo, frustration? Oh, those are two electric types. Marshtomp's immune. Hope is not. These aren't very powerful Pokemon, though. I'm gonna try to stun spore this minion and see what happens. Dominator saying hello. Yo, what's up, Ben? D says Vinx. If it was the Rob main in our community. Oh, yeah, she was pretty cool. I thought she was a pretty cool person when I first met her. Yeah, because I met her and V around the same time, or I guess she goes by Villiness. But yeah, they were both pretty cool people. But yeah, like, when I came to Australia, I was in a relationship, so I never looked at anyone that way. To me, everyone was just a person. Yeah, no, I can't remember the Raw player's name, but she's super cool people. Like, yeah, no, because it's just like, again, I didn't have a lot of friends when I first went to Australia. So to come into this community and be welcomed by all these different people that were all just super chill, man. It was really nice. And yeah, she was one of those people, man. She did knock me out. I'm still salty. I'm still salty about this Brawl tournament, right? I don't remember what the prize was. There was a prize. Oh yeah, it was for Wind Waker, I think. HD? I don't know why that was a prize. But like, nah, there's a game that was a prize for winning the tournament. I wanted that prize, and like, for whatever reason, like, I think the last match before like the finals was like a 4-person free-for-all, or maybe that was the last match? I don't remember. But yeah, it was like, yeah, no, I think it was the last match, but then someone used their, like, I don't know, the tournament had a very weird rule set. And like, Final Smash was on, so that was really lame. But yeah, no, Jay would just sit in like one spot, and he kept getting all the Final Smashes, and the Rob player kept focusing me because I had more lives than everybody else. But like, you know, I was in a positive situation, so I got that. But then once I was, like, even with everybody else, he was still going for me, even though he kept getting all the Final Smashes. Ah, it was so frustrating. So frustrating. Is it Ninstars Roses tournament? Yes, that is correct. So silly. Why do you still have Beautifly? I got a Beautifly, man, is what it is. Is what it is. Route 103? Where is this? Do I have a Pokemon from Route 103? Ah, yeah, I do. This is where I caught Wingull at. Okay. Yeah, nothing over there for me. Can still get some levels, though. I need to get to level 24? I'm almost there, though. And then May... Can I fight May? Yeah, no, I should be able to take her out, I think. No problem. If a minion uses Attract on another minion, does it fail? They'll repel each other? Yo. That'd be funny if it worked like that. Yo, come on, Timmy. Show me what you got. In battle? I mean, I don't really plan on using the Beautifly too much. Like, I'm gonna need it for this fight coming up, but I don't know, I need more Pokemon. right now I don't have Pokemon I really need to swap out. Beautifly might as well stay there. I don't have any good Pokemons. I wanted that Electrike so bad, dude. I tried to catch the Electrike, but it just didn't happen. Why is this like the only area in the entire game to catch electric type Pokemon? I mean, it's like here and then like new Maulville or old Maulville, excuse me. Place underground. Little annoying. It'll be of no use for the 7th gym in the first Elite Four. Yeah, no, Beautifly is not that useful long term. Like, its stats are just so bad by the 4th gym, honestly. I have not bought any potions, but I have one. Perfect. Oh yeah, this should do, I think. Let's see, not very effective, not very effective. Shouldn't do too much damage, okay. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I don't lose this fight because of my impatience. But I think I can do it. Seems doable. And they say, minion used a Trackdown Plusle. In the background we hear Fusion! Ha! Mega Minuscle has arrived. Yeah, that would be silly. He's saying, because I liked her, I got dragged into a couple of things. You're okay with it? Was it the best time? Yeah, rip, man. Yeah, nah, you gotta be careful with that stuff. Like, I don't know the situation, so I won't go into it myself. But yeah, no, man. Gotta be careful. I resist Grasp by quite a bit, Mr. Grovile. Fusion would be a bit too far for Pokemon? What do you mean? There is Pokemon Fusion. Kyurem and, what's his face? Yeah, Reshiram and Zekrom, they all fuse. Yeah, Jake Loeb saying tell that to Gen 5. Exactly! There literally is Pokemon Fusion in Pokemon. That's not a new thing. It already exists. Yeah, what up, Slugma? I'll just send out Marshtomp. Yes, 5 is bad for many reasons. Yo, you really think Gen 5 is bad because it had Pokemon Fusion in it with Zekrom and Kyurem? I thought it was perfectly fine. I think the design for the Kyurem fusions is really cool. Like, the main reason I dislike Gen 5 is just the how slow it is. I really dislike all the grinding needed just to be able to progress. But Pokemon Fusion isn't like the end of the world. But again, it's subjective. Natten says that's not actually one of them, but it was bad. So, fair enough, fair enough. Why? Yo, it's it is what it is, Jake Lopes. Generation 5. It's so weird, because like it depends on who you're talking to. Some people say Gen 5 is like the best generation of Pokemon because of all the in-game content and how many version differences there were between Black and White and Black 2 and White 2. And just how much of a focus there was on the story, how the evil team had more stuff going on, how they're actually what the end game is versus like fighting the normal champion for the Elite Four. You don't do that. You don't do that till post-game in Black and White. Let's go ahead and use this Oranberry, whatever. Nah, I'm gonna go heal. The Oranberry's too useful to just throw it out. I'll go heal, buy some potions, we'll come back. Yo, look at all these electric-type Pokemon I don't get to catch. Feels really bad, dude. But yeah, man. This depends on who you ask. Some people absolutely despise Generation 5. They don't like the Pokemon designs. They don't like how slow it is, like, as far as leveling goes, like I do. Some people don't like the story. They prefer like generation like 3 and behind. The like story really wasn't that big of a thing. I mean, yeah, here in Generation 3, they definitely did the whole Team Magma Aqua thing, so it's much more of a story than we got from Team Rocket in Generations 1 and 2. But yeah, some people are like, yeah, Gen 3 has too much story. But again, like, that's the thing with Pokemon. Like, you can never please everyone with every single Pokemon game. There's always going to be things that people like or dislike. Though again, that's a general statement in and of itself. I personally love every single Pokemon generation. I think Generations 1 through 7 are all good. Gen 5 is my least favorite of all the generations, but I like Gen 5. Because I like all Pokemon. There's not a single Pokemon game I dislike. Well, in the main core series. Not too big into Pokemon Conquest. Like that side series game. Not that good if you ask me. I forgot to buy potions. Let's go do that. Not insane. In Gen 7, I had to actively skip trainers to avoid being overleveled. It's literally got negative, somethings of grinding. But I mean, like, in Generation 7, don't they have, that experience thing where essentially, yeah, the way the experience system works, the higher level you are, the less experience you get, for lower level Pokemon and vice versa. So if you're skipping fighting trainers, in the long run, that shouldn't do too much for you, because if you ever get lower level, you'll just fight somebody and you'll get more experience than you would have if you'd fought those trainers before. Where's my potions at? There they are. I'll take 10 potions, please. Grinding is bad? Yeah, I just like grinding. Gen 5 has a lot of grinding, it sure does. But yeah, again, grinding is also a subjective thing. Like for me, I'm not a huge fan of grinding. I don't really like it too much. But I also know plenty of people that literally like grinding is one of their favorite things to do in RPGs. Like they love the sensation of being much higher level than their opponent and being able to knock them out in one hit. Just depends on the individual. And again, depending on the experience curve in the game, grinding doesn't necessarily make it so you can one-hit everything. Sometimes you grind just to be even. Which is definitely the case in Pokemon Gold. I never realized that as a kid growing up. Because like as a kid, you know, I wasn't super good at Pokemon or anything. Not at all. And due to that, I would be overleveled just because I had a lot of trouble getting through areas, so I'd spend a lot of time. Tor says, how did you game over? Thanks, why? Yo, look man, that Kingdra's set is dumb, right? Double team, rest, Chesto Berry, double team, double team, double team, double team. What was I supposed to do? And I literally knocked it into critical so many times, but it kept using rest, and because I had so many double teams, I just couldn't hit it. So it could be asleep for like 3 turns, and it'd be like, okay, whatever. And it never had a 5-turn sleep, mind you. Like, it was always like 2 to 3 turns of sleep. It was really lucky with its rest. And yeah, like, with my Tentacruel, before it got all its double teams off, I would knock it really low. Like, I could get it low, but I eventually ran out of Ice Beams. I did not have enough Ice Beams. I was supposed to explode. Explode wasn't going to help. It had so many double teams. I wasn't going to hit him. It was just a waste of a Pokemon. Naughton says, yes, but going out of your way to skip some stuff to stay on track is a lot less awful than going out of your way to fight more tedious fights. I mean, again, it just depends on the individual, right? Because, like, take Pokemon Coliseum, for example. There are a lot of Pokemon trainer fights in that game. There are trainers all over the place. You can skip out on a lot of them. Also, like, you start the game in the 20s, so it takes a lot more experience to level up. So that sense of progression is a lot slower in Colosseum than it is in the other games. And yet, you know, those trainers are still going to increase their Pokemon level, so you have to fight these trainers. So there's a lot of grinding in Pokemon Colosseum, and you can rebattle the trainers as well, if you do need to grind specifically. And that was the first game with double battles, or the only Pokemon game with double battles as its like main style of combat. So just normal combat can take a while. It's a pretty slow-paced game. I love Pokemon Colosseum. Pokemon Colosseum is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon games. It's just so much fun to me. Rest is always 2 turns? Oh, yeah, you're right. I thought, yeah, I was just thinking of sleep as a condition. Rest is 2 turns. Use Taunt? I couldn't use Taunt. It killed my Absol, man. That's why you don't let Sharpedo die? Yeah, I would have liked to have had Sharpedo, man. That was very unfortunate about my Sharpedo. If we would have had the Sharpedo, we would have been fine. Would have been easy. At the time we tried to taunt, there were a million double teams. Yeah, no, man. I didn't think it was gonna use double team. Like, I just forgot that was even a thing. I knew it was a Kingdra. I knew it had Ice Beam. I knew it had a water attack. I thought it had a dragon type attack. But no, I was just thinking of Claire's Kingdra. Because Claire's had Dragon Breath, I think. This one didn't have Dragon Breath. It has Rest and Double Team. Ah, so trolly, man. I don't know if I want to stay in on him. Go ahead and swap. Let's do that. Jaglobe says I like the challenging things though. You thought Gen 6 and 7 were easy. Yeah, Gen 6 and Gen 7, as far as like a casual playthrough, if you're just playing it super casually, you know, you're using Shift, you're using the experience share, you're fighting all the trainers you come across, you're gonna be super over-leveled throughout the game. Like, even with the because, like, you won't be, like, super over-leveled, but you should always be slightly over-leveled because of the way experience works in that game. Jaglobe saying also Gen 5 is where you started, and you thought it was a huge improvement from 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's fair, man. Whoops. That's not gonna work out too well for me. I mean, that's usually how it is. For a lot of people, whatever their first Pokemon game is, that's gonna be their favorite. And Doctor says you'll only be over-leveled if you use the experience share in those games, so take it from me. Alright, that's Tense Doctor's take. Yeah, no, I've heard different things. Some people say that you can turn off the experience share and it's still easy to be over-leveled. The Tense Doctor apparently arguing the opposite. Do I have any paralyzed heals? Yeah, I do. Fantastic. Not in Sun and Moon? No, fair enough, man. The trainers only have 1 Pokemon, usually 2 max. Yeah, that sounds about right. So if you don't use XP share, then you have to grind. If you say so. I've never done it, so I can really only take your word for it. He's saying, I mean, just because Heart Gold was my favorite game because it was my first doesn't mean it's not the best. It's objectively the best. I think it's impossible for a game to objectively ever be the best. Because games are, you know, they are just subjective. Like, what is objectively good? Good in and of itself is not a thing that can be objective. Not unless you're defining good in certain objective ways, right? Like, if you're like, by good, I mean this, and then you might as well not even use the word good anyways, because there's certain things that you're looking for. But, with that being said, Gen 4 is my favorite. Like, I started with Gen 1. Gen 1 is the one I started with. I love all the Gen 1 Pokemon, obviously. Like, Blastoise is like one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. Same thing with Feraligatr, him being, you know, the gen right after that. Surprise, surprise. But, yeah, no, going into Gen 4, man, it's just, Platinum was amazing. There's just so much to do in the game. And then same thing with Heart Gold, man. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They just took Gold and Silver, which were, you know, 2 of my favorite games from good old Gen 2, and they just made them way better. I mean, yeah, they're a bit slower than they were before, but it's not that big a deal. The games are still well worth it in my opinion. Grind for Lucky Eggs and Rotom powers. The balance is really bad in X, Y, and Sun and Moon. Yeah, Rotom powers? Did Rotom have powers? I don't remember that. I know what a Lucky Egg is, obviously. I remember the O powers in X and Y. I don't remember them being Rotom powers in Sun and Moon, but it's been a long time since I've played the game. Alright, Morning Sun. Yeah, let's replace Absorb. It doesn't do much damage anyways. The best game was Pokemon Glazed, though. Yeah, nah, I haven't played Pokemon Glazed. And nah, I highly doubt I would ever like a ROM hack as much as I would like the actual games. I mean, I could be proven wrong, but so far, every ROM hack that I've played, which is literally only one, in Uranium. But yeah, no, man. So far, they have not been too interesting to me. Like, they're good, like, they're decent, but like, Pokemon Uranium, I think is, like, if I put that next to Gens 1 through 7, I'd say it's the worst game, Uranium. I'm not a huge fan. Perf says, if you want to debate, I'd say as long as you count the deluxe versions, there's no bad Pokemon Gen until 6 and 7. You know, fair enough, man. And you get the O powers at random as Rotom powers in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I never played the Ultra versions. I only played Sun and Moon. But yeah, no, I would never argue there's a bad Pokemon game. Like, out of the main series, I think they're all good. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Gen 6 and 7 as much because they say they're too easy. But like, to me, Pokemon's always been easy. I think every single generation is easy. Like, Pokemon Red, as a kid, I beat that with like, just my Charizard and Pidgeot. Generation 2, I just beat with my Feraligatr. Generation 3, I soloed purely with Blaziken. Generation 4... I think I used a few more Pokemon, but it was mostly Empoleon. Generation 5 was almost exclusively my Semipour. My Semipour was just bopping everything. And then Generation 6, I was using a few more Pokemon in Generation 6, because I'm like much older at that point. But even then, like, the game was a breeze. And then yeah, Generation 7. Actually, Generation 7 was my hardest game casually. It was still easy. Like, in my opinion, Generation 7 was still easy. But like, I've never struggled on any gym leader casually ever. Like, literally none. There's never been a time where I'm like, oh my goodness, this gym leader is so hard, like, casually. Because you have so many potions, you got, like, yeah, so many potions, so just many things that you can use to your advantage. But, nah, man, Generation 7 against those stupid totems, man? Yeah, some of them totem fights were tough. Not even Whitney? No, I didn't have trouble with Whitney. I don't remember what I did. Odds are I was just very, very overleveled for her as a kid. Cause like, that's just how I was. Like, when I played Pokemon games when I was really little, I wouldn't read. Like, I could read, I just didn't like reading. So I would get lost very easily. And so because I was lost and I'm trying to figure out what I needed to do, I would grind a lot as a kid. So I was generally overleveled for everything. And also, I would usually only use my starter. So Feraligatr just carried me through the whole game in Gen 2. Whitney was easy, Cynthia was easy. Yeah, no, like, cause a lot of people are always like, oh yeah, Cynthia's like, she's the hardest champion out of all the champions, and it's like, I guess? Cause yeah, she's Generation 4, right? Yeah, no, I beat her with one Blaziken. One Blaziken. Litten broke every totem in half? Yeah, that's fair, man. But yeah, like, that's the thing with Pokemon as well. A lot of people will be like, oh man, you know, this is so hard, or this is so easy. How do you find that hard? And it's like, it depends on what Pokemon you're using. For me, I was generally always using water-type Pokemon. So if I'm playing against something Like, say, Lieutenant Surge, for example. I'm gonna have more trouble with him than I'm going to have with, like, say, Blaine, who uses all Fire-type Pokemon. But then someone else, like, their team might be, like, a bunch of Grass and Bug-type Pokemon, and they'll get to Blaine, and they're like, oh, Blaine is a nightmare, how do you possibly beat him? So it skews your opinion on who's difficult, depending on what your favorite Pokemon are, you know? Was my Blaziken on steroids? Anura, my Blaziken was, like, level 70, I believe, when I went to fight the Elite Four for the first time. And I had a Shell Bell on, so like every time I hit something I would heal. So like I could one-hit almost everything. But that's what I did as a kid. I very, very distinctly remember. Yeah, I had a lot of Lepa Berries, because like I was only using the one Pokemon, so I had to get my PP back, and I would do that just by using a bunch of Lepa Berries. Oh, I went to the left to go catch a Pokemon, and I forgot to go do that. I literally just kind of walked around. So, Blaziken beat Milotic? Yes. Milotic's in the Gen 4 Elite Four, because I don't remember it super well. But yeah, no, I beat all the people... Or wait, no, not Gen 4. Excuse me. I used Blaziken in Gen 3. I did not fight Cynthia with Blaziken. No, I did not. That was Generation 3 I did. Generation 4 I was using Empoleon, and I was using something else. I used multiple Pokemon in Gen 4, which was like a first. But that was just because I wanted to, not that I had to. Yeah, I honestly don't really remember. Oh, Gyarados! That's right! I beat all of Generation 4 with Gyarados. I remember now. I had a level 100 Gyarados. I literally just kept fighting the Elite Four over and over again until my Gyarados could do it. I remember now. And Empoleon, Gyarados. I'm sure I had a few others. But yeah, the Gyarados was the Pokemon I used the most in Gen 4. Yo, Sadawood, what's up, man? And Nara says, I don't think most kids went into it that strategically. Yeah, no, man. I mean, like, obviously I was an older kid. Like, I was a teenager when Ruby and Sapphire came out? Yeah, what year did Ruby and Sapphire come out? Let me look that up. Pokemon Ruby release date. That came out in 2002. So yeah, I was 13 years old when that game was out, so I wasn't like a little kid. I was barely a teenager. But I knew what I was doing. Alright, so level 23 Marshtomp. Let's catch this Pokemon. See what we got. Come on, something good. Not a Loomis. You beat Gen 6 League with 2 Pokemon? Yo, nice, man. Alright, so looks like we're gonna be catching Oddish. That works for me, man. That works for me. You know, Seda would saying nothing much, just playing Steam games. You're nice. Gen 4's League was rough for you? Yeah, no, Gen 4. That's perfectly understandable, man. I hear it a lot. I really do. But yeah, like, it all just depends on what you're doing. Like, if you go in there and you're fighting them, if you're under-leveled compared to the Elite Four, obviously they're gonna demolish you. But, like, it depends, because, like, I know as a kid, like, for, the older games, I would just have so many revives and full restores. But, like, even though I was under-leveled, like, I would get so much experience from beating those guys, so it would work out. Yeah, other people don't do that. Some people don't use 1,000,000 full restores and like 50 revives. Some people do. And that's going to change your perspective on how difficult things are. Lucian and Cynthia gave you the most trouble? Yo, fair enough, man. What am I gonna name this Oddish? Name the Oddish Goomba? That's a silly name. Or Togekiss and Garchomp. Yeah, nah, man. Togekiss was really annoying. The Gyarados, I don't think bothered me too much. Cause, like, it couldn't hit my, yeah, the Garchomp couldn't hit my Gyarados. What to name an Oddish? It's a boy Oddish. His name is... I'm really bad at naming Pokemon. Name it Weedle? No, that's just another Pokemon name. I think you had a bad team? Yo, it happens, man. Cause yeah, that's another thing, right? Like some people, like they can be even level with the Elite Four, but if you're using things like Beautifly and Raticate, you're gonna have a hard time. Name it Onion? That kinda works. But like it's gonna be a Blossom one day. I don't know if Onion works when it's a fully grown Pokemon. Seasoning? That's close. Seasoning almost feels right. Sunshine? I like Sunshine. Let's do that. Good name. Alright, Sunshine. Here we go. Herbs? Nah. Lola? Yo, I don't want to talk to Lola. Get out of here. Trying to tell me about the beach. Oh yeah, I can get a bicycle. Let's go do that. Yeah, the Oddish is a good Pokemon. I'll go ahead and put that on the team. Yeah, the team's a little lackluster in my opinion. Alright. Yeah, give me that Oddish. Replace that with... Let's see, the Mightyna's good. Pelipper would be pretty good in the long term. Crobat could probably be useful. Yeah, we don't need this poison type open. Get out of here. Alright, so I guess we can go fight the gym leader now? Because, like, we're severely underleveled for most of the team, but we have a ground-type Pokemon going into a electric gym. I think it's gonna work out. I think it's gonna work out, man. Especially since we have Mudshot. Just such a good attack. Oh no, let's be careful not to be over-leveled, though. Because we do have a level cap. The level cap's level 24. I'm not allowed to be higher than that. Don't mind me, guys. Jacob says, but I gotta hear how you beat Red in Heart Gold and Soul Silver? I use for Alligator. It's that simple, man. I was severely over-leveled, and I would just use full restores and revives. That's how I beat everything, man. It was like, oh no, they beat my Feraligatr! And I'd switch to like Oddish, and then I would revive, and I'd bring him back. Oddish was just an example. I didn't have an Oddish. Yo, Terranel with the 15 bits saying, yo, Terranel in the house. How is Super Odd you doing? I'm sorry I do not have more bits, but let us party anyways. With the 15 bits. Yo, thank you, Terranel. Yeah, no worries, man. I don't ever expect anyone to hop in this stream and throw all the bits at me. Nah, man. Anyone that just comes by to say hi, I'm gonna appreciate. So thank you. And ow. That was really rude, Zigzagoon. Calm down, buddy. Gen 2 starters are so great, lol. Minus Meganium. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Meganium. I prefer Typhlosion and Feraligatr. But yeah, when I was doing my Nuzlocks of Pokemon Gold, I used Feraligatr for like the first 4 runs, I think it was. And then when we got to the very end, I switched to Typhlosion. And Typhlosion was actually pretty good, because he could learn like Thunder Punch and stuff like that. Yeah, Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. His special was really high. Terranel saying, to be honest, I usually give all my bits to you. Yo, thanks, man. Yo, that's super nice. I appreciate it. And Jacob saying, so it got you past Pikachu and Venusaur. For sure revives didn't carry you through that? It's so easy, man. It's so easy, Jaglobes. If you just have like 50 revives and all the full restores, and one of your Pokemon is severely overleveled, it's just so easy. You can't lose. Pikachu is glass? Yeah, the Pikachu is glass. You can get through him just fine. And because I was so high level, like I was generally faster than everything, and I could usually one-hit the Yo! Controlius versus the bots, subscribing with a tier 3 sub 12 months in a row saying, yo, Vinx, a year. I don't believe I've been telling you to get good for a year. Why won't you get good? Yo, I'm trying my best. But yo, real talk, man. We're having a lot of people subscribe to me for now the 12th month in a row. It's been a year, man. So yeah, in celebration of that, the upcoming Saturday, I want to do a 12-hour stream. I haven't decided what games I'm going to stream on that day or a game. I could just do the one. So yeah, if anybody has any ideas of what I should be doing for Saturday, let me know. I want to do a 12-hour stream on the Saturday coming up, which will be my first 12-hour stream in 2018. I don't do that very often. I did it once in 2015. I don't think I ever did it in 2016, or yeah, in 2016 or in 2017. Illumis. Just, water gun? Bugs resist ground, don't they? I think they do. Invisitor says, I vote no to anything Pokemon. Yo, I love the Pokemon, man, but yeah, nah. Whatever people want to see, man, let me know. And Nurse says, Vinx, so you never experienced the struggle of losing Pokemon by using them to revive others, then suddenly you're down to one poke and you lose? I don't think so. Because it's like I would usually always overlevel my starter, right? But I'd usually have other Pokemon that could at least take a hit. Like, I've definitely had the struggle of, like, you know, being, okay, I need to use these revives and full restores in just the right way so that I can survive. But I would make it, man. Again, I was severely overleveled almost all the time when I played the Pokemon games casually. 12 hours, that's enough time to beat both Gunvolt games? That's true. Command mission? Yo, Mega Man Command mission, that would be interesting. This is, I like Pokemon, but yeah. Charlie says, I suggest doing a bit of a few things. X2, Mario Maker, a Red Run, a bit of an RPG, some of the things you've been doing over the last year. I could do that. Yo, this Volbeat is hard bodying me right now. Yo, plus 25 to Chroma Squad, nice. Over leveling. Look, yo, don't judge Kid me, okay, Anura? Kid me over-leveled all the time. That's just how I did. And it's not like I purposely over-leveled. I was just like, I would catch every single Pokemon in the area. And if I encountered, like, say, a Puchina for the 15th time, I would beat up that Puchina and I would take that experience. And so, yeah, I was generally over-leveled. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay, that didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would. But, like, it's a little bit of a gamble on if I can hit him with the next attack. Let's try switching into Marshtomp. He uses Shockwave again, I'm immune. Yeah. Not gonna hit me, I should be faster than him, I'm not confused. Quick attack, fair enough. There we go. That was way more painful than I was expecting. A little bit of distance between that level 24, man. I need that if I'm gonna beat this guy. I mean, I might not need 24. Maybe I'm giving him too much respect. I'm a little bit scared. Tense Doctor saying Chroma Squad added yesterday and now 9th in the list. Oh yeah, is it already 9th? Yo, man, let me see that. Let me see the variety games list. Where are we at? Yeah, wow. Yeah, Chroma Squad's at 50 votes, dude. That's crazy. Jeez. I didn't realize, man. Yo, I guess that's just how it was meant to be. Deez was saying, who doesn't overlevel? Being able to one-shot everything is great. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Take it back to the Sonic Mania days. Yeah, Sonic Mania is not a bad choice. It says, going off a Controller's idea, maybe an hour or so to 12 different games, I could do that, but I wouldn't be beating anything outside of, like, Mega Man, if it's an hour per game. And there it says, well, personally, I was always around the same levels as the Elite Four, so like 60s. Yeah, nah, man, I was always over-leveled. And Controller says, dude, I may have thrown a few dollars at Chroma Squad. Yeah, looks like it, man. And Torv saying, the first time I beat Pokemon Blue, I had a level 74 Blastoise, level 32 Pharaoh, level 28 Slowpoke, 19 Magikarp and a level 50 Moltres and a level 40 Ditto. Yo, nice, man. Yo, I'm telling you, man. Nura says, give Choice Chamber some time Saturday. Give Choice Chamber some time Saturday. Yeah? Yeah, Nura? And the business says, maybe 5 games you played this year that aren't that long, and 5 games you haven't played to get a feel for them. Bridging the previous year into the upcoming one. Yeah, no, that makes sense. We are halfway into 2018. How do you remember that? Yo, that is a good question. It was still not level 24. Well, you should play something you can play with viewers? I mean, Choice Chamber would be something that I can play with viewers. But maybe that's not exactly what you mean. I don't know, so like, it seems like people want to see a number of things. So like, we could do maybe a little bit of Mega Man, I guess. And then maybe like, some Mario Maker for like super old school. You know, the old school days. What else should we do? Because yeah, Mega Man and Mario Maker is not enough for 12 hours. Yeah, Choice Chamber. Could do all of that. Yeah, let me make like a notepad so I can like keep track of what I will probably do on Saturday. You'll be honest, you missed X and Sonic Mania? Yo, that's good to hear, man. Always good to hear that people like the Sonic. And the Mega Man X, because I love me some Mega Man. You remember your team, but not the levels? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Twerf was saying, I used to write everything about video games into a notebook, and you have the notebook somewhere with all your Legend of Zelda notes? Yo, that's cool, man. Yo, I did that with some games, but I never did that with Pokemon, for whatever reason. I mean, I have a bunch of things I used to write about Pokemon, but it wasn't my teams. Alright, let's see. So people are saying Mega Man, Sonic, and Choice Chamber. Those are games people want to see in the 12-hour stream. Twerf saying before the internet, you had to keep track of stuff because puzzles were harder. Because you couldn't look them up? Yes, very, very true, man. Very, very true. Yo, get out of here, Magnemite.